Running back Marcus Allen was one of the best short yardage and goal line rushers in the history of the NFL. He was also one of the most prolific pass-catching running backs the league had ever seen. In a distinguished career for the Raiders and the Chiefs, Allen won a lot of prestigious awards. Rookie of the Year honors in 1983, Super Bowl MVP in 1984, NFL MVP in 1985. When he retired after the 1997 season, he held the NFL record with 145 career touchdowns. The Houston Oilers' Elvin Bethea would prove to be one of the finest defensive ends of the entire 70s decade. He played in 8 Pro Bowls, and his size, speed, and agility made him a force to be reckoned with every NFL Sunday. Official stats on quarterback sacks were not kept during much of Bethea's career, but unofficially, he led the Oilers in sacks 6 times. His unofficial career sack total of 105 and his mark of 16 sacks set in 1973 are franchise records that stand to this day. Guard Joe DeLamielleure was the anchor of 2 all-time great offensive lines. The Electric Company in Buffalo turned on the juice, running back O.J. Simpson. Joe also led an offensive line in Cleveland that blocked for NFL MVP Brian Sipe and 1,000-yard rusher Mike Pruitt. DeLamielleure would never miss a single game in his entire NFL career, one that was filled with personal awards. An 8-time All-Pro, he played in 6 Pro Bowls and was named the Offensive Lineman of the Year in 1975. The great hands and even greater speed of wide receiver James Lofton made him one of the premier deep threat receivers of his era. Lofton played for 5 teams in his NFL career. He joined the Buffalo Bills in 1989, and in 1991, he became the oldest player in the history of the NFL to have over 1,000 yards receiving in a season. When his career ended, James Lofton had scored 75 touchdowns, caught 764 passes, and owned one of the most prestigious records in the NFL. He retired with the most yards receiving in the history of the league, 14,004. As head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Hank Stram was the most successful coach in the history of the American Football League. Before the rival leagues merged, he beat the National Football League's best in Super Bowl IV.
Come on, Lenny. Pump it in there, baby. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys. Boy, that's a bad call. How can 6 of you miss a play like that, huh? All 6 of them. The ball jumped out of there as soon as we made contact. And nobody...
I thought you were talking about you being on the field.
No. What?
Stram may have been a character, but he was also an innovator. He came up with revolutionary concepts in football coaching that are still used today, such as the moving pocket, the 2 tight end offense, and the stacked defense.